This is Jeannie and Cooper, and we had a request from someone to do a video about how to get your hips out of your horse's way. We're going to go bigger and talk about how to completely just get out of your horse's way, and that is much easier said than done. It sounds like a really simple thing, but man, you have to always have it in the forefront of your mind, and it's very subtle moves sometimes, it's huge moves sometimes. So we're going to start out with Jeannie doing our bending exercise where she's going to bend Cooper's ribs, tip his nose, but she's going to have her hips to the inside of that turn. Go ahead and get that started. And by having her hips sitting in that inside sit bone, he has to go out and around her. So in effect, her hips are in the way right now, and we're making use of that. I'm going to get out of your way and just keep going. So then she slips to that right sit bone, opens that inside leg, and the horse can fall right into that space, negative space. You create negative space. So when she's positive space is pressure, negative space is release. When she's bending him, she's creating positive space that he has to go around. When she turns him, she creates negative space that he can fall right into. Let's go ahead and do that again. So she's in her right sit bone. He has to go around this, so her hips really are in the way. And then if she slips to the outside, slip to your other sit bone, it creates space he can fall right into without any pressure. So that's getting in his way and getting out of his way. Sometimes you do get in their way as a tool, as a training tool, but generally for most people, getting out of the way is the hardest thing to do. So let's go ahead and pick up a trot, do that same thing at a trot. So she's in her right sit bone, he has to go around. Cooper's showing his exuberance. Right sit bone, right sit bone, right sit bone. Now flip to the left sit bone. And he finds that space. So the same goes with front and back. So let's do the front and back exercise. We're using it to our advantage now though, because she's gonna stop him by coming back, getting her hips involved there. And he'll go forward. And he goes to find where balance is with her. So the other was about negative positive space. This is about using your hips as balance points. Your horse will chase you to keep you in balance as much as he can. So again, making the hips part of our cueing process and release process. So go ahead and send him forward again. Now neutral, now back. Now neutral. And so you see when her hips get out of his way, he relaxes, he comes to neutral. So that is a very important part of any riding, is learning to use your hips as a tool when you want them to be a tool, and completely getting out of their way when you can. So it's hopefully that covers the subject for the person that asked the question, and we're going to go on and do some more stuff later.